What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another 7 o'clock premiere. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we all know in the past 20 or so years, especially in the last 10, America is turning or going to crap. And the behavior has been getting worse and worse every year, with every year being worse than the last. And America is just one big question mark as far as motive and actions performed by people doing some of the craziest stuff imaginable to man. I want to talk about a story that happened in Downey, California. I seen this last night and I was waiting for more information to come out, and it did. This story right here is one crime scene that wound up turning into two, and nobody knows why. In Downey, California, there was a library, the Downey City Library, right? Where it looked like two homeless people or two men was arguing. One man pulled out a knife, stabbed the other one to death in front of the library. Then when the ambulance and all of the first responders and police arrive, when they're trying to put the man inside of the ambulance to give him help, a random man, and I want you to hear me, that was half naked, jumped in the ambulance and took off with it, leaving the man that was stabbed to death out there where he couldn't receive the help that he wanted, followed by police cars. He was caught later on down the street, some time later, after he crashed into parked cars, jumped out the car, and took off with police in tow, half naked. This is where we at in America now, where the uncommon is common, and there's no common sense anywhere no more. Take a look.
Begin with that wild crime spree stretching from Downey to Alhambra. A man was stabbed in front of the Downey Library, but when paramedics arrived, their ambulance was stolen.
Yeah, even more bizarre, the person who stole the ambulance was not related to the stabbing incident. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo explains how this all unfolded.
Detectives have been here for the better part of 9 hours, only taking down the police tape here a little bit after 6 o'clock this evening. A brutal murder in front of the library this morning, and what happened next stunned everyone. Minutes before the Downey Library opened this morning, an argument steps from the front door turned deadly.
Gentlemen were arguing right outside here. One guy pulled out a knife, a guy that had the flannel, and just started stabbing the other gentleman. The gentleman fell down, and once the gentleman fell down, he went for one more strike to the neck, and that's where the blood, that happened.
Downey police say the attack happened around 9:30 this morning, and while first responders were at the scene fast, the victim did not survive. Police say the suspect, a 23-year-old homeless man, took off running, but was later caught a few hundred yards away at Downey High School, which is just on the backside of the library. As first responders tried to save the victim, another man, completely unrelated to the attack, then stole the ambulance that was parked at the scene of the crime and sped out of the parking lot, which happens to be shared by City Hall and Downey Police.
But it ended up just kind of swerving, and it had about 12 cop cars behind it. By the time I got here to meet the kids, luckily they weren't here yet, but the scene was there. I mean, just blood everywhere.
After a 10-mile chase, that stolen ambulance crashed into several parked cars in a neighborhood in Alhambra, a bizarre and confusing sight for everyone here.
But I did not know it was a car chase before, but I thought it was very odd.
That ambulance stealing suspect, a 52-year-old man, was also arrested without incident, according to police. But by the sound of it, neighbors say he didn't go quietly.
When I came back, he was still screaming. He's still screaming in the car, in the police SUV right now, even right now.
At this point, no names of anyone involved have been released, and police at this point have not released any information about that murder victim or a potential motive in this case. In Downey, Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
He has his gun out. Love! Oh my God, come here, hurry, hurry! Hurry, come here, 1 second, hurry! Oh my God, this guy, look at the cops are running with their guns all over. Look at the cops are running with their guns all over. A guy jumped in the ambulance and stole it.
Look at Kitty. Look at
All right, guys, let me make a correction. I don't know if the guy was naked when he jumped, half naked when he jumped in the car, but he was half naked when he was arrested. So I don't know if he was running and taking his clothes off or not. But either way, it's some craziness going on out here. Now, comedian turned activist, the late great Dick Gregory, may rest in peace. He said there's something in the water that's making people act crazy, and you can look forward, to the effects in the future. Got to be honest. Part of me believes him, because you're seeing people of all different ethnicities and religions and all walks of life in America doing some of the most bark at the moon bullshit that's imaginable. It's like violence has taken over as a normal pastime, and a lack of empathy for others has also replaced basic human sanity. Who does that? He wasn't even a part of the shit. But he jumped in the car, the ambulance, and took it before they could get the person they was trying to help in it, which they died. Now, at the first scene, the guy was sitting out there. He said they was fighting. Guy stabbed him a couple times. The guy fell on the ground in broad damn daylight. Then he ran up there intentionally, stuck him in the neck. That's when his life or his soul poured out. Don't you think about that? In public, library, on a weekend, children there, don't care. Ultimate goal is the recreation as their own recreation. This is where we at right now. You got people, this country talking about being on the brink of war and trying to stop other people from hurting each other in other places and stuff like that. Fuck all that. The real war is here, and it's being fought right under everybody's noses. And at any given time, me or you could be a casualty of said war. So you don't have to be involved in the fray to be caught up in it nowadays as an innocent bystander or somebody driving by. Bullets don't have names. Only thing they have is directions pointed by the ones who pull the triggers. Predators are out here, and human prey is on the menu, and it's at the top of the menu, most prized. I don't know what caused this, but I do know a failure to, resolve conflict, among other things, is the main culprit in why people are trying to kill each other out here, whether they men or women. This type of stuff makes no sense. And it's out of control now to where those that have the power to stop it won't. They turn a blind eye and talk about how sad it is. And then if you really pay attention, they put it on the police or push the narrative that the police are not doing their job or we need more police. You got to remember something. The police only come after something is done. There needs to be strict measures, PSAs and other things out here to educate the public that this won't be tolerated no more. And what you should and should not do when being confronted in a situation that, could be solved or resolved. That's all I'm going to say about it. This right here is a damn shame. Can you imagine being hurt? First responders come, then they need help because somebody stole the ambulance. Shit is crazy. Now, this guy took this ambulance. Now, that guy was messed up. Now, if that guy was not dead on that scene and he took that ambulance, thus delaying this guy's ability to receive proper aid at a hospital, that body should be put on him as well. He didn't have nothing to do with it, according to reports. But he jumped his happy ass up in the ambulance, took it on the run, police in tow, turning an already morbid crime scene into an episode of the Benny Hill Show. Disgusting. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care and be careful out there.